And just like that, match day 3 is upon us. As hello and welcome here to your new episode of the UEFA Champions League Power Rankings. So here we are, match day 3. A lot has changed since match day 2. Let me tell you that for sure. Match day's 2 power rankings will be coming up in a little bit of a bonus episode, but we will be uploading match day 3, I'm certainly sure with you. And this match day is a very intriguing match day because it is one that, well, we get to know how good the teams actually are. The first 2 weeks we don't really know yet, but then the match day 3, we know, hang on, they'll do really well. Hang on, they won't do as good. So this tells obviously the viewer, and this tells the people watching it, that this could be a pivotal part of the UEFA Champions League phase as it stands. But rightio then, let's get straight underway and let's begin this week's power rankings in full. Number 36, Slovan Bratislava playing Girona away. Number 35, BSC Young Boys, last time out. Number 34, playing Inter Milan at home. Number 34, Red Bull Salzburg, last time out. Number 24, playing Dinamo Zagreb at home. Number 33, Crvena Zvezda, last time out. Number 32, playing AS Monaco away. Number 32, SK Sturm Graz, last time out. Number 33, playing Sporting Club de Portugal at home. Number 31, Dinamo Zagreb, last time out. Number 35, playing RB Salzburg away. Number 30, Shakhtar Donetsk, last time out. Number 28, playing Arsenal FC away. Number 29, Celtic FC, last time out. Number 25, playing Atalanta away. Number 28, Club Brugge, last time out. Number 29, playing AC Milan away. Number 27, Bologna, playing Aston Villa away. Number 26, Sparta Prague, last time out. Number 30, playing Manchester City away. Number 25, Feyenoord, last time out. Number 26, playing Echel Benfica away. Number 24, Girona, last time out. Number 21, playing Slovan Bratislava at home. Number 23, VfB Stuttgart, last time out. Number 22, playing Juventus away. Number 22, Stade Brestois, last time out. Number 31, playing Bayer Leverkusen at home. Number 21, AC Milan, last time out. Number 17, playing Brugge at home. Number 20, PSV Eindhoven, playing Paris Saint-Germain away. Number 19, AS Monaco, last time out. Number 18, playing Crvena Zvezda at home. Number 18, LOS Lille, last time out. Number 23, playing Atletico de Madrid away. Then finally from this lot, number 17, RB Leipzig, last time out. Number 14, playing Liverpool FC at home. So there are your number 36 to 17 list, starting all the way down at Slovan Bratislava, still in 36th place, all the way up there to Die Roten Bullen of RB Leipzig. So there you go, that is your power rankings this week from number 36 to number 17. Now let's tell you the rest in full detail. Number 16, Atalanta, playing Celtic FC at home. Atalanta got their first 3 points in this UEFA Champions League thanks to a 3-0 win away in Gelsenkirchen against Shakhtar Donetsk. Now they are going back to Bergamo facing against Celtic. And what I think of that game is I do think Atalanta will have a very good chance to beat Celtic. And I do think if they can play anywhere near as good as they did against Shakhtar Donetsk, they will do far better against Celtic. I mean, what I will say is the danger man for Atalanta, Matteo Retegui, he is doing wonders. 8 goals in 8 there for him for Ladea. And if he can keep scoring, Atalanta, I am sure, will keep going up these power rankings, 16th so far. Number 15, Sporting Club de Portugal, playing Sturm Graz away. Sporting Club de Portugal slightly struggled away from home against PSV Eindhoven, but they got a reasonable result, and it was thanks to Daniel Braganca's 83rd minute goal, which practically saved them really and gave them a bonus point, because PSV looked like they were the better team, and I was thinking, if Sporting Lisbon lose this, they are going to go down. But they did end up getting that 1-1 draw, which would have suited Sporting perfectly. An away trip there against Sturm Graz, who I have put in my bottom rankings. If they can win that, good stuff can only happen, I suppose. 3 more points. Number 14, Benfica, last time out. Number 19, playing Feyenoord at home. For the first time this year, Benfica will be going into my top 16 of the Champions League power rankings, and it is no reason why. Benfica have been absolutely amazing in this Champions League. They are undefeated, 6 from 6, and absolutely destroyed Atletico Madrid at the Estadio da Luz, which is, well, Estadio da Luz is a ground which is most formidable anyway there for Benfica. Teams do tend to lose there, but the way how Benfica are playing free-flowing football is brilliant. I mean, that 4-0 win is exactly what you wanted. And let me tell you, Karim Aktürkoğlu there, they did sign for Galatasaray, he is looking like he will be a star in for Benfica. And SofaScore did give the match to Alvaro Carreras, former Manchester United player Alvaro Fernandez. So he is doing well. Overall, this team is clicking under Bruno Lage, and hopefully for them, it keeps clicking. Number 13, Atletico de Madrid. Last time out, number 9, playing El at home. I mean, quite simply, Atletico had a terrible game against Benfica, and it was shown. Benfica absolutely bossed them from top to bottom. Now, I'm not worried about Atletico because they still have the squad. They still have the talent to deliver and to qualify into the last 16. I just think this might be a bit of a wake-up call there for Atletico, because the RB Leipzig result, that was a bit grim. Jimenez scored a last-minute winner, but they easily could have lost it. This one, a very bad result. So I think this is a bit of a wake-up call for me to think, right, Atletico have to start going, have to start doing well, because I still think they will qualify. It's just, will they actually turn up in the Champions League this year? Who knows? They've got a perfect opportunity against Lille at home, so if they can win that one, they're back on track. Number 12, FC Barcelona, playing FC Bayern München at home. Quite simple for Barcelona. What a game we have this week. Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. I mean, it's always a classic. But for Barcelona, this is a chance to make a real statement for themselves. In the Champions League against Bayern Munich, they have been god-awful. The 8-2 at the Estadio da Luz in that quarter-final. Then the 3-0 they've lost. Bayern Munich have always been Barcelona's kryptonite. However, under Hansi Flick, former Bayern Munich manager, the same manager that directed that 8-2 win for Bayern Munich, he will realise what Bayern Munich is like. And if there is anybody that can really beat Bayern Munich, it's him. And if they do end up beating Bayern Munich, Barcelona, like I said, it would be an absolutely statement win. It would be a fantastic victory too. But let me tell you, this game is going to be an absolute classic if the likes of Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal all show up for Barcelona. Number 11, Juventus, playing VfB Stuttgart at home. I tell you what, Juventus fans, what a game that was against RB Leipzig, eh? What a game. Arguably the game of the tournament so far. It had everything. It had absolutely everything. It had goals, it had thrills, it had sprills, it had sending off. It was the game for you. It had penalty. It was an absolutely amazing game. And ultimately, the Bianconeri ended up getting the win. And it was thanks to Francisco Conceição in the 82nd minute, which gave them the win. And a very important win anyway. If I were a Juventus fan, I'd love to be a Juventus fan at the minute. Because you are a team that no one's really looking out for. No one's saying, hang on, they are the team that are going to win it. They are just playing their own game. And they are getting on with it. Perfecto. Now, they play VfB Stuttgart, a tough team, but the Bianconeri can win that. And if they can, an undefeated start in the Champions League isn't too shabby, is it? Number 10, Aston Villa. Last time out, number 13, playing Bologna at home. I mean, come on, what a night it was there for Aston Villa. What a night. The team that you beat 42 years ago, you end up beating again in your own backyard. I mean, that is written in the stars, and also Champions League heritage. That John Duran goal sealed the deal there for Aston Villa, as they now are an undefeated side. And playing against Bologna, I think you should win. If you're playing at Villa Park will be rocking as always. This is a perfect chance for Villa to continue going up the power rankings. They're in the top 10. Now, if Villa can win a couple of games, I can see them going up even higher. And that for Aston Villa, the smallest club in the Champions League from England, sorry Aston Villa fans, that is really good. That is good. I mean, the top 10 teams, we've got 4 teams there from England. I mean, personally as an English fan, I'm loving it, but I bet also Aston Villa fans are too. Number 9, Paris Saint-Germain. Last time out. Number 6, playing PSV Eindhoven at home. I tell you what, this can't just be me, but I think PSG have been really poor in the Champions League this year. I do. I think they've been really, really poor. I expected them to do a little bit better, given the fact that they got to a Champions League semi-final last year. But yeah, I just think they've been really bad. I think they were lucky to get a win against Girona at home. They obviously scored that last-minute winner. And then here at the Emirates, they just can't score. They cannot score, PSG in the Champions League. They can't score. And no wonder when you've got a forward line of Barcola, Kangin, Lee and Doué, the fact that you had Kylian Mbappe last year, one of the best strikers in the world, and then you've got them 3. Not great. But I think we can improve on that. For my opinion, the best player what PSG have is João Neves. He can create a circumstance out of nowhere. He can do that. So I do think that front 3 does need a little bit improving. But knowing PSG, they will go on a run and then they will change it all. But for the time being, I'm putting them quite low in 9th. Number 8, Borussia Dortmund. Last time out. Number 10, playing Real Madrid away. Simply hammered Celtic in that last Champions League match day, as they did defeat Celtic FC by 7-1. And let me tell you, Nuri Sahin's men are cooking. They are a team that are cooking in this Champions League. 10 goals, 1 conceded, 6 points, undefeated start. You've got a goal difference of +9. That is exactly what you want, coming off a team that lost a Champions League final a year ago. And, well, that's Nuri Sahin. Nuri Sahin has had an impressive start there in Bilbao. And if he can keep up that start, then that would be fantastic. However, they have their first real task facing Real Madrid this week. If they can beat Real Madrid, then, geez, good on you. That would be a good result. But, yeah, I think Borussia Dortmund, they're doing well so far, with the likes of Karim Adeyemi and Sergio Girassi. Number 7, Arsenal, playing Shakhtar Donetsk at home. Another impressive Arsenal performance against Paris Saint-Germain last match day, as they did beat them by 2-0, which means they are now in control of the Champions League. Well, not in control, but they are now getting used to the overall experience of it. And luckily for Arsenal, they are playing the easiest team in the last 3 weeks, Shakhtar Donetsk. I think this will be a whitewash there for Arsenal. Simple as that. I think Arsenal will beat Shakhtar pretty easy. Not going to lie, I do think they'll beat them pretty easy. The only thing that they might have a bit of disadvantage on is the fact, obviously, injuries. I think Bukayo Saka didn't play, Martin Odegaard's still injured. But the fact that they lost to Bournemouth, obviously, in the weekend, that will put a little bit more pressure onto Mikel Arteta's men, thinking they have to win this to keep momentum, obviously, in that Premier League title race. But Arsenal, 7th place, it'll do for me. Number 6, Bayer Leverkusen. Last time out, number 8, playing Stade Brestois away. Bayer Leverkusen, again, showing that they are not a minnows. We are here to fight. We are here to win. And they did exactly that with that 1-0 win against AC Milan, thanks to Victor Boniface in the 51st minute. Now, that for Bayer Leverkusen, they are now in an unbeaten run. Obviously, beat Feyenoord by 4-0 or 1 at the Kuip. Beat AC Milan there by 1-0 in the Bayer Arena. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare against Stade Brestois. Now, Stade Brestois, I have put as the highest rankers of this week. They are in number 22. So, ultimately, Leverkusen should have the advantage according to the odds. However, you don't know. I do think with the mix of Victor Boniface, Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong and Granit Xhaka, I think they will be a match too big there for Stade Brestois. Number 5, Real Madrid. Last time out. Number 4, playing Borussia Dortmund at home. Real Madrid had that massive shock, didn't they, when they did lose to Lille in France. But Real Madrid are that type of team where they'll lose one, but then they'll win the next 7. That's what it is like in the Champions League. And I think for Real Madrid to bounce back, they're playing Borussia Dortmund, who they beat in the Champions League final. That for me, for them, is a good opponent to face. Granted the fact that Real Madrid fans, they will be adversity now on you. They will be adversity now on the team because you lost to Lille. You can't lose two. You can't lose 2 in the Champions League. Real Madrid cannot do that. So Real Madrid have to bounce back in the right way. And do I think they will do that? I think they will. But I think 5th place is reasonable there for Los Blancos. Number 4, Bayern Munich. Last time's ranking, number 1. Playing Barcelona away. To be fair, Bayern Munich are that type of yin and yang team where one week you'll have a fantastic performance, but then another week you don't. And to be fair, I actually thought Bayern Munich played better than Aston Villa that game. It was just Aston Villa had a moment of madness there by Jean Duran, which made the Villains win that game. And Bayern Munich, similar to Real Madrid, they are a type of team that will probably bounce back and win the next 7. And also similar to Real Madrid, they play the perfect opponent of Barcelona. Now, they have always haunted Barcelona. This Barcelona team's a bit different, however, under Hansi Flick. But I'm sure Vincent Kompany will have done his homework on Barcelona. And Bayern Munich, they are Barcelona's kryptonite. If they can win, which they might do, again, it gets rid of that bad morale that they've had against Aston Villa, and it gets them new, setting fresh ideas. Number 3, Inter Milan. Last time out. Number 5, playing BSC Young Boys away. Inter Milan doing their usual stuff by beating Crvena Zvezda by 4-0. And I actually thought Red Star were in it a little bit up until, well, the second half. And then the second half, they got utterly destroyed with goals from Marko Arnautovic, Lautaro Martinez and Mehdi Taremi. That was actually his first goal there, I believe, from Arnautovic. Right, he scored in the Champions League there for Inter Milan, which is good going, very good going. Now we've got BSC Young Boys, perfect opportunity then, yet again, to make a statement. Be third, and be third for a reason. Young Boys have been terrible in this Champions League, simply that, terrible. Inter Milan can easily put them in the sword, and I think if they play like the likes of Lautaro Martinez, if they play the likes of Hakan Çalhanoğlu at the Stadium Vankdorf, I believe they will do just that. Inter Milan, though, they're doing really good in the Champions League. They're doing good in the Serie A too, in 2nd place. Could it be their year? Number 2, Liverpool. Last time out. Number 3, playing RB Leipzig away. Sources say that it's the Jurgen Klopp derby. I say that this is going to be an absolute belter of a game as RB Leipzig face Liverpool in this match day. The reason why people have said it is the Jurgen Klopp derby is because obviously we've heard the news of Jurgen Klopp being some sort of advisor there for Red Bull. So he will help the likes of RB Leipzig, RB Salzburg, New York Red Bulls. He'll help the likes of Leeds United and all them lots. So that for Klopp is it will be good experience, but it doesn't surprise me Jurgen Klopp's going to be there for this game against Liverpool. But forgetting Jurgen Klopp for a second, let's talk about Arne Slot's Liverpool, Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah has been on fire in this Champions League. He has been an absolute fire. He scored a goal against Bologna in the 2-0 win. Granted, I thought Bologna might have been the better team, but Liverpool always find ways to win. They do. And I think playing against an RB Leipzig side that haven't won yet in the Champions League, for them, will be a bit of an issue. RB Leipzig are very brittle going into the last 5 minutes of the game. Liverpool, they can exploit that. Liverpool are a team that can do that very easily, score in the last minute. So, I think if Mohamed Salah is on it, if Ryan Gravenberch's on it, if Darwin Núñez is on it, then who knows? If Luis Diaz is on it, then who knows? It could be the Reds celebrating in Leipzig. Number 1, Manchester City. Last time out. Number 2, playing Sparta Prague at home. The citizens are doing what the citizens tend to do, and that is win. And that is win heavily, thanks to that 4-0 win against Slovan Bratislava. I mean, we all saw it coming though, did we? I mean, it's Slovan Bratislava. They are the worst team in this Champions League, rating-wise. So, of course, with the quality Manchester City have, they would put them to the sword. And it was I bet it would have been nice there for City. Obviously, you saw goals there from James McAtee, who is on there. First ever goal that is there for Manchester City, and he has scored it in the UEFA Champions League. That is not bad going. And City, for their standards, play another easy side of Sparta Prague. Now, Sparta Prague will provide a bit more of a tougher test, given the fact that Sparta Prague are doing really well in this Champions League, but it's City. Manchester City are Manchester City. They will beat teams at will if they need to, and I think they will do that. Manchester City. That is why I have put them top of this week's UEFA Champions League power rankings. So just like that, then I will get going, I'll be seeing you soon. Stay safe. I'll be talking to you a lot then in the next one. But for UEFA Champions League power rankings match day 3, it's a goodbye from me. See you soon, and bye-bye.